If you're looking for the best miter saw blade, here's a list you must see. We made this list based on our personal preference and sorted it based on their features, prices, quality, durability, and reputation of the manufacturers and customer feedback. Also, we've included options for every type of customer. So let's get started. At the 10th position of our list, we have Freud Thin Kerf Sliding Compound Miter Saw Blade. This Freud blade has 72 teeth with a 5-degree negative hook, which improves the quality of the cut. They also utilize the alternating top bevel design, ATB, meaning the teeth face left and right. This configuration pushes your workpiece down and towards the fence for better control and accuracy. This blade increases the performance of sliding miter saws, but it is also effective in standard saws when you want to perform crosscuts, rip cuts and bevel cuts. The teeth are carbide tipped for increased resistance to heat and for a longer life, and the kerf is thin, so making detailed cuts on your sliding saw will be easy. A thin kerf also means there is less strain on the saw's motor. Like the other Freud blades featured on the list, this one is also coated in a PermaShield non-stick surface to increase the blade's lubrication as it passes through the stock. Moving on to the next at number 9 with Forrest WW10407100 Woodworker 240 tooth saw blade. Forrest is the ultimate in quality. For that reason, while this is the Rolls-Royce of miter saw blades, it costs a small fortune. It is likely that unless you are a serious woodworker, this blade will find a home in the miter saw of a professional or tradesperson. This blade costs almost as much as some budget miter saws. Despite its 10-inch diameter, this blade slices to a maximum depth of 2 inches, which means it will handle cutting 2x4 with ease. The teeth are carbide tipped, set at an angle of 15 degrees, and well equipped to reduce the top and bottom splintering. The kerf is thin and reduces wood wastage by 20%, and leaves an edge so smooth you'd think it was reworked. The number 8 position is held by DeWALT 10-inch general purpose miter saw blade set. This DeWALT miter saw blade comes as a set of 2. One has 60 teeth and is better for crosscutting, but the other is a general purpose saw blade with 32 teeth. These blades are for 10-inch miter saws, and they have carbide tipped teeth to increase their heat resistance and durability. These blades are half the price of the Freud and Makita models, and yet you get the DeWALT brand name and 2 saw blades in for the bargain. The 32-tooth blade is the best saw blade for tackling almost all your cutting tasks. It cuts wood, composite, plastic, sheet metal, and ply. These DeWALT blades are computer balanced to reduce vibration, noise and improve accuracy for a better finish. If you have a sliding miter saw, these blades also fit, and thanks to their thin kerf, you get a precise cut every time. Next at number 7 we have Freud D12100X100 tooth ultrafine saw blade. This Freud Diablo blade fits 12-inch miter saws, so you can make deeper cuts when compared to the Makita. This blade also has 100 teeth, and an ultrafine laser cut kerf that delivers the finest cutting lines. It increases your range of accuracy and precision, and is the ideal blade to use for fine woodworking. Like the Makita, this blade has carbide-tipped teeth that resist heat and avoid dulling. Freud has laser-cut stabilizer vents to prevent sideways movement and decrease vibration and noise. It all adds up to a better saw experience, giving you greater control and accuracy. Also, the surface is coated in a PermaShield non-stick layer to ensure the blade glides through the material with minimum resistance. This glideability, in turn, decreases the strain on your miter saw motor. The number 6 position is held by Makita A-9368110 inch miter saw blade. This Makita is a 10-inch blade, so it is slightly smaller than some on the list. It means it will decrease the depth that you can cut, but if you intend on sawing through thinner material, this won't be a problem. The 80 carbide teeth are honed using 600 grit to provide a mirror finish. The ultra-thin kerf means you get a smoother cut with less drag on the motor and less material wastage. Plus, the teeth are hook teeth with a 5-degree angle, with an alternative top and face design for precision cutting. The other advantage of hook teeth is that they scoop the debris and sawdust away. This reduces the chances of the blade gumming, which creates kickback. It also means you get a better sightline when you are cutting. The only downside to this blade is the cost. It is a Bosch, so we know it isn't going to be cheap, but other manufacturers offer packs of blades for similar prices. That said, this saw blade slices through hardwood, softwood and plyboard with ease and is a quality product. The number 5 position is dominated by Oshland SBNF 1001010 10-inch 100-tooth TCG saw blade with 5/8-inch arbor for aluminum and non-ferrous metals. Even though this blade is a 10-inch blade, I wanted to add it to this review for the simple reason that it's specifically designed for cutting aluminum and other non-ferrous metals. While carbide-tipped blades will cut aluminum, the soft metal tends to stick to the teeth of the blade. This blade has 100 teeth with a negative hook angle and a triple-chip tooth grind around its 10-inch diameter plate. It will last longer for cutting aluminum than other carbide blades and leave a clean cut without burrs. The expansion slots are copper-plugged for reduced noise and vibration. Moving on to the next at number 4 with Freud Silver Ice Miter Saw Blade. Of all the saw blades on this review, Freud blades are the ones you are most likely to find in your local hardware store or lumberyard. While not considered in the same league as the more expensive blades I've mentioned, they're still very high-quality blades great for saving costly materials. This 12-inch blade has 72 teeth, an incredibly thin .090 kerf, and the blade is laser cut both on the edge and in the body of the plate. Freud is clearly counting on the laser cuts more than stiffness to eliminate vibration, but with this thin of a blade you can't base it on stiffness. The number 3 position is held by Tenryu Carbide Miter Saw Blade. The heavy-duty polished blade plate on this high-quality saw blade is fully hardened to ensure minimum vibration. This 12 blade has 100 teeth designed to maintain both sharpness and flatness. It's also laser cut in 5 spots around the perimeter for vibration elimination. The unique tooth design cuts the center of the saw kerf first, cleaning the corners of the cutout afterwards. Next at number 2 we have Amana Miter Saw Blade. This is a 12-inch, 80-tooth blade with a 1-inch arbor, and a saw kerf which is slightly larger than our number 1 at .122 inches, however, the plate is even thicker than the number 1 at .110 inch. The 5-degree negative rake on the teeth is the biggest negative rake of any of our picks, ensuring smooth cuts and won't grab at your workpiece. Teeth are a combination of 4-point and flat to avoid splitting, making this blade an excellent choice for plywood and softwood moldings. Finally, the number 1 position is dominated by Forrest Master Miter Saw Blade. For over 50 years Forrest has put all of their efforts into making popular blades for fine woodworking of all types. This is a 12-inch, 100-tooth blade, with a 5/8 arbor with a saw kerf at only .105 inches, making for less material waste. The blade plate is heavier than normal to ensure maximum stability, and a negative face hook helps with rigidity, reducing the possibility of the blade grabbing the workpiece. These blades are hand-checked for runout, making them less than .002 off, the best in the industry, while the teeth are a combination of 4-point and flat to eliminate bottom splintering. This blade will give the best cuts your miter saw has ever seen. That's all for today. We upload product review videos every single day. So, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button for the upcoming video notification.